Hogwarts hasn't sent me an owl yet. I think I'm a muggle. It's hard to admit, but I'll make peace with it. Now I can carry on answering the question, what would happen to our world if the wizarding world were real? Perhaps I should start with the relationship between us muggles and wizards. One of the main jobs of the Ministry of Magic was to keep a secret from muggles that there's a magical universe out there. Why were they hiding when they possessed such powers? In the earlier times of history, the two worlds coexisted before. Yet, humans persecute beings with magic. It's been said that different parts of the world, at various times, countries went into anti-magic crazes. They threatened and acted upon it to destroy every magic-using person in their communities. That's why wizards chose to live in disguise. Laws have been put into place over the centuries to hide the magical world from muggles. Here we need to look at the first and most important step, the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy prepared in 1692. The statute says that the enchantment of Muggle artifacts is against the law. Underage wizards aren't allowed to use magic outside the school, and any revelation of magical ability to the Muggle community is forbidden. The Ministry of Magic monitors rules. The ministry even has a branch called the Obliviators. They are dedicated to ensuring that magic remains unknown by Muggles. An Obliviator's job is to erase the magic-related memory from the Muggles who have witnessed any sort of magical activity. Yet, there are exceptions to the Statute of Secrecy. Muggle relatives of wizards and high-ranking political leaders, for instance, were excluded from this rule. I mean, the number of these relatives should be pretty high. That might be the key to connecting the two worlds. Let's take a closer look at blood purity. Half-blood is the most common blood type among wizards and witches. Half-blood beings have both magical and Muggle ancestors in their family trees. Then there are Muggle-born wizards and witches, whose parents are Muggles. They consist of about 25% of the whole wizarding community. What do these numbers say to us? Many people in society should know about magic from their relatives. Now let's put all these clashes and secrecy between two worlds behind and see how things would be if we acknowledged each other's existence. It would indeed be a profound and transformative thing. Many wizards have an inexplicable lack of knowledge when it comes to Muggles. They're clueless about how Muggles live, use, mass-produce items, and so on. Hermione says her parents are dentists to Professor Slughorn, and he asks whether it's a dangerous occupation or not. That's one example out of many. So, one new career branch would be to educate people about the Muggle world. Muggle history, biology, customs, you name it. Now that we know that magic and all these creatures are real, we need to learn how things work in their world too. Plus, the integration of magic into our schooling system would create new opportunities to learn and develop new skills. What about after graduation? You can have a profession related to magic. This also opens up new ways to socialize and bond. You get to meet many people from ancient ages, like ghosts. Maybe your coworker will be a witch. I know some stuff makes no sense in the book, like why there isn't a spell to give Harry better eyesight when there are spells to heal a broken bone. Or why are wizards using owls for communication? I think that's the charm of the magical universe, and maybe this is how it is. You know, why do we eat junk food, even though it might have bad effects on our health? Because we love the taste. Why do they use owls? Because those animals are so cool. You can discuss these with your new friends and colleagues. Science and magic getting along can be a new territory to discover for both sides. Muggles could make potions with the right ingredients. Scientists can study this area. I have a PhD in potionology. Maybe one day we'll find a way to harness magical energy to improve our lives. We can watch Quidditch matches like any other sport. Yay, Golden Snitch! We can also follow the news from sports to politics and gossip of the wizarding world. I would definitely subscribe to the Daily Prophet. A door to a whole new world can be opened regarding gastronomy. We could buy a pack of magical sweets. My choice is Bertie Bott's. or spending my days at Diagon Alley to find a magic-touched food. Speaking of shopping, how would trade between these two worlds work? Maybe people could buy gilly water from wizards, for instance. That brings us to the matter of currency. Wizards use galleons, sickles, and nuts. There should be exchange rates, and the whole banking system should be updated. New forms of transportation are the fun part. Can wizards enable humans to travel like them? Maybe we can't use broomsticks, but can we get our share with apparition? No pollution, no traffic jams? We can pay money in return, or, I don't know, produce some stuff for them. Portkey or vanishing cabinets also sound very useful. I don't know if wizards are willing to help us on this one, but hopefully they will. We can treat serious medical conditions with their spells. From a broader perspective, we live in the same world, so they can help prevent some unpleasant things from happening with their magical powers. The possibility of using magic for good purposes is divine. Imagine simple tasks like cleaning, finding missing objects, or packing handled with magic. We have electricity, robots, AI, and many other cool inventions. Maybe we can offer some stuff to them too. Many wizards are already quite fascinated by our inventions. Come on, we humans have come a long way too. The textile industry could flourish now that we all live together openly. We can influence each other on fashion, style, and design. I'd love to wear a cool robe. Oh, and look at this beautiful virgin rainbow opal. It glows in the dark without magic. We have some tricks to surprise wizards too. There are dementors, numerous other dangerous creatures, and beasts. Not everything about the magical world is nice. Imagine a werewolf in Times Square at full moon. We would need to keep collaborating to catch these beasts. Maybe officials would assign an emergency line. If you see a harmful beast, call this number to report it. If the tension between the two worlds arises, we will need peacemakers to solve the problem, like discrimination and social inequality. Having some problems makes sense because muggles may fear wizards because of their power. On the other hand, wizards may fear things would go back to what it was in history. Muggles have more reason to fear though. There are tons of spells and unspeakable curses. Think of memory charms, polyjuice potions, hexes. There should be serious laws to prevent the negative consequences of these. Avada Kedavra, and you're out. Grangers are a good example of how things can go, sadly, for muggles. When Hermione got accepted to the school, they progressively lost connection with their only daughter. In the end, they completely lose their daughter's memory. Surely it's not fair for both sides. Hermione has to live with the fact that her parents forget their entire lives together. Don't go grim. We can have protective spells, counter spells, and many other options to live in a better world. Yet, I would be extra careful about what I eat and drink. It can contain stuff like the love potion or Veritaserum. In the end, both muggles and wizards have good and bad intentions. Each individual must be judged on their own merits, choices, and behavior. Now I must ask, if you were to be a wizard and wear the Sorting Hat, which house would you want to go to?
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.